EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport, historic Soldier Field in Chicago. Here's Cairo Santos ready to get this one started. Off we go from Soldier Field. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. McCarthy now going to start with a pass. Cooper with the grab. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, here's McCarthy. He's got the hook up there to Cooper. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. It's 2nd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Yeah!
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. To the air once more is McCarthy. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
That's a throw that's going to make them cringe on Monday, Mike, in the film room. At this level, quick hitters, those quick, easy passes, those should be borderline automatic. But it was anything but this time around.
And he's not going to get there. I think he's looking for a cutback lane, but that certainly didn't develop. And now it's 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
They'll go. Here's McCarthy. That one on target to Williams. He's got it.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll put Addison in motion. Throwing on second down is McCarthy. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Bears will take over at their own 14-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Williams. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game. Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. Here's 3rd and 7. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. He's got it at the 7. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate.
This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Devin Duvernay going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he is going to go down. They set. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Here's a handoff, and Swift running right. And this defense plays it beautifully. They knock him back to the 7. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. That That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down. And he's not going to get anything out of this one. They force him laterally out of bounds. No gain on the return. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. And he will go all the way. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Bears nothing.
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
60-6, 60-6, go!
They'll go play action here with Williams. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Swift. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
He's taken down just shy of the 10.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier. So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
That's caught left side by Odunze. And he will score. Roll Odunze. Touchdown, Chicago. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears are on the board. It's now 14-7. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Now flags fly. Looked like someone got going early, and it's going to turn into 1st and 15. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. He's got his man, Jefferson. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. To the middle of the field, taken in by Addison. Now inside the 25. And he will score. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Minnesota. Reichert good with the extra point. And the Vikings will take a 21-7 lead. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Williams. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. A big-time play for the Bears. 53 yards. On the bootleg, it's Williams. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find the...
He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Bears.
This is one of those cases, Mike, where the play caller understands, I got 3 points in my back pocket. There's no need here to be conservative. Let's keep this drive alive and see if we can come away with a touchdown. But instead of just trying to pick up the 1st down, they go for the big one, and it's a perfect throw, great catch, and they come away with 6.
After the touchdown, he's out to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Play action now. It's McCarthy. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire 1st half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
They'll send a tight end in motion. On play action, here's McCarthy. This one complete to Oliver. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
He's going to run it.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Here's 2nd and 2. A give now. It's Jones on the zone read. And he'll get it down to the 12. And that'll give him a new set of downs from in close.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got it. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. So we come upon halftime, and the visitors, the Vikings, on top. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go in the second half.
Bro, I didn't think it was going to take 40 fucking seconds to fucking spike the goddamn ball, but all right.
Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
On the ground, it's Swift.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
What really stood out to me, Mike, was the body language of the middle linebacker prior to the ball being snapped. So often we see the guy who's blitzing, they get a little antsy and they tip their hand. But that wasn't the case here. He times it perfectly. Nobody accounts.
This defense pinning their ears back, coming to get him again.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Still going inside the 20. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Chicago. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins with a run by Williams. He'll manage only a couple. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. They'll go again with Williams. And this will wind up a Vikings 1st down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Another catch on the drive. This one for 13 yards and another 1st down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, this is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the 1st down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Montez Sweat that time fights his way in to record the sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. Reichardt's kick is good. And the Vikings will take a 24-21 lead.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's Williams. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be...
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Off play action. Here's Williams. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he will score. Touchdown Bears. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Santos for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bears have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. And this ball's going to be incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down sack. 2nd down big play attempt falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. Open man downfield, it's Addison. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. To the air once more is McCarthy. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Bears are going to take over here at their own 22. A fresh set of downs to work. They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll drop to throw. To the left side, he's got Komet.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down, and it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice gain.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there, but now it's going to bring up third down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
He'll get this underneath to Swift. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. Williams to the air once more. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Chicago. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his third of the game, his 6th this year.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. With that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Here comes 2nd down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A 1st down. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. And the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Down to a knee goes Williams. And that should wrap this baby up. one in the win column for the Bears. They get the victory away from home in the division. It's so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.